Hello and welcome to Your Soul Projects podcast, where we help you follow through on what matters to you. I'm Shereen and I help people accomplish their creative and meaningful projects. And in this season, from seed to fruit, we'll be using the garden as our guide to help you go from idea to done. You'll learn how to plant the right seeds, nurture your vision, protect it from the weeds of doubt and bring it to full bloom. So let's dive in. Welcome to episode 3 of our From Seed to Fruit series. In the last episode, we talked about how to start a creative project without overthinking it. I shared tips on how to prepare yourself and prepare your environment so your ideas have the best chance to grow. This was the stage of preparing the soil and planting the seed, planting your ideas. And in this episode, we're going to focus on how to stay motivated or how to get motivated again once you've lost momentum. If life gets busy or hard, when your energy dips, this is the stage of tending to the little green shoots, the tender shoots from the seed. Watering them, checking on them, giving them consistent, steady care. So imagine you've planted some seeds in your yard or your garden. And the first time you see these little green shoots, you're well happy about it. It makes you super excited and you keep checking on them. You love watering them. But then after a while, the excitement starts to fade. And maybe you forget to water them for a few days, or maybe you've been overwatering them. The sun has been behind the clouds for a few days and they start looking a bit droopy. Well, projects are the same. The excitement of starting them often fades away. And that's when the mind likes to chime in and say things like, maybe I don't have time for this. Or maybe this isn't working. Maybe it doesn't really matter. But here's the thing, motivation doesn't have to be this huge burst of energy. It can be gentle, like watering a plant. A little sip here, a little drop there, just this consistent, steady nurturing. I remember when I began my second real attempt at writing my book. I was super excited at first. And every new poem was like this new sprout pushing through the soil. It wasn't long until I felt myself and my energy drop and I couldn't be bothered. I wondered, was it worth finishing? My energy just wasn't there for it. What helped me wasn't some big wave of inspiration. It was a simple ritual of showing up to the page every day. And some days I just wrote a sentence or two, and some days I didn't even write anything. But this act of showing up every day helped me stay connected. It was like watering the shoots, and this was enough to keep it alive. And eventually these small drops of attention and showing up to the page carried me to the finish line. The point is, you don't have to feel inspired every day to stay consistent. That means showing up for your project and remembering why you're doing this. You might want to write your why on a post-it note and read it out loud. Or you could keep an object nearby that symbolises why you're doing this. Why this is important to you. Why this is important. And remember to take small sips, not huge gulps. Instead of waiting for a big free afternoon, you could give your project 10 or 15 minutes every day, every few days if you can. Of course, plan for these big free afternoons, but if you can also show up for little moments, little waterings here and there, then your project is going to make progress. And just like plants don't need a flood, they just like little consistent watering, your project also appreciates this, or you won't burn out if you tend to it like this. And it's important to remember that your energy will dip, and this is normal. Shoots don't grow straight up every day. They pause for a bit here and there, and sometimes they look wilted before they strengthen up again. Your energy will do the same. It's part of the process. Even the most prolific creators lose momentum every now and again. This is not a sign that you should quit. This is a sign that you're human. So here's a few things you can do this week to help you stay motivated or get you going if you've lost momentum. Write down your why in one sentence and keep it somewhere that you can see it daily. Why do you want to do this? Why is this important? Why must you do this? Without a deep connection to your why, when the going gets tough and life gets challenging, you're likely going to want to give up. You'll end up binging TV shows on Netflix or scrolling through social media instead of focusing on your project. I've been there many times. You'll find me listening to mediums, talking to dead people, or listening to people's near-death experiences on YouTube. It happens. But your why can get you back on track. And also, commit to one small action every day. Commit to a tiny action every day, even if that's just scheduling in when you will work on your project in your calendar, or reading over something that you've already done, or just having a 5-minute check-in with yourself. Just do something, just like that little bit of watering to keep the connection and to keep the project alive. And when your energy dips, instead of panicking and feeling sorry for yourself, say to yourself, this is normal. It's normal that my energy will dip sometimes. This is part of growth. This is part of tending these little shoots. That simple mindset shift can get you through those moments when your energy has dropped, when your energy is low, or when it's disappeared. This is going to help you get through that. And in these moments, you could connect with a friend, and maybe a friend could come and help you water your seeds while your energy is low. Or you can do some things to boost your energy. For instance, put on your favourite tune and have a little dance to it. That can help you boost your energy. So today we explored how to stay motivated when you lose momentum. By remembering your why, by watering your ideas with tiny steps, and by seeing energy dips as normal. And if you'd love some extra support to help you stay motivated and take consistent action, you might like my Inspired Action coaching package. It's a mini bundle with one private coaching session, a workbook and a meditation. And inside you'll learn how to create motivation on demand, and also how to use your emotions to fuel you, to fuel your actions, and so that your emotions don't hold you back. So you learn how to use your emotions to fuel you instead of hinder you. So you can learn more about this over at yoursoulprojects.com/action. That's yoursoulprojects.com/action. And I'll also leave the link to it in the show notes. And in our next episode, we'll move on to the next stage of growth. How to protect your project from weeds and storms. How to protect it from distractions, from doubts, from outside pressures, from anything that would slow down progress or stop you in your tracks. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for listening to Your Soul Projects podcast. You can also visit yoursoulprojects.com for more free resources and coaching support to help you follow through on what you came here to do. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who might need it. Leave a review so other people can find it. and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Until next time.